Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton, Adult Teenage TFs, and today we're taking a look at the fourth member of the TFC Hercules crew, and that's going to be over Dr. Crank, aka Hook. And again, you got the Hercules, Dr. Crank, Hammer, trainees. Really nice image of him there with the kind of bazooka, battering ram, crane arm. Same image there. Then you got the Facebook page, the Weibo page, and you got the individual modes and fully combined. And then you got the features like, I guess, the little mechanism for the crane itself, and the crane fully extended. So there's that. And we get our, regular wireframe. It's basically just the same as all the others are. It's just a wireframe version of the stock photo, and there's Dr. Crank on both sides. So there's that. Instructions, pretty simple. I mean, like all the others, it's just on this one little sheet of paper that folds in two. That shows the combination, the transformation to combination, the crane gimmick, and the transformation from robot to crane. And for his little card, shows here his strength is at an 8, his intelligence is at a 9, speed is at a 3, endurance is at a 6, rank is a 6, courage is a 6, fire blast is a 4, and skill is at a 9. So pretty good. Kind of reminds me of the G1 Hook, how he pretty much, if it weren't for Scrapper, he would end up being the leader. He's kind of cocky and kind of a jerk, from what I remember. But yeah, not a bad crane mode. It is one of those 8-wheeled cranes, and kind of really reminds me of Terminator 3. Just really reminds me of that crane. Yeah, all the wheels roll nicely. And one thing I did do is I added the little fishing line here, so we'll show that off more in a minute. Take off these little guns here, which you get your purple and your red. And one thing that you can do, and this is going to be more for the actual, crane arm gimmick. Let me fix this camera. Is you can actually get these tweezers in here, pop these little combiner pieces out, fold those down, and these could become the outriggers for the crane. So I thought that was really cool. I mean, you got all these here that, well, this one and this one will end up being used, but these inside ones, this one right here, never really gets used at all. If you can put down in the comments what that one would be used for, would be really grateful to know. And same with a couple of these other ones that are on the outside that really don't have a place to go. I know these inner ones are for the combination, or these inner ones. These outer ones, I don't know what they're for. So these two and this one, if you could let me know what these three pieces are for, it would be great. Now, as far as the crane, well, there he is with the outriggers out. You can bring this up. And let's bring up the camera. And one thing I need to be careful of is I've got this properly wound around these little pulley pieces. And several times since I've had it, they like to come undone, so I had to reset them using the tweezers and just holding it very still. But you just want to undo this, which releases the little spindle here. And what I do is I hold this little pulley wheel right here, and these to extend the crane arm. And you just want to make sure that's still tight. And it goes pretty good. I mean, with the rest of the crane, vehicle, it goes about 16 inches from tip to bottom when it's standing straight up. That sounded really weird, but about 14 inches on the crane arm itself. So it is as long as Hercules is tall. And one thing you can do is I got, gauntlet here with 4 rubber bands. Is you can hook those right onto the hook. And it does have a little bit of trouble holding the weight with these outriggers out, so you usually don't use them, but they are there if you want to. And then also, gauntlet is a little bit heavier than what I'm used to displaying hook with when I do change them into vehicle mode, but there you go. And you can even, it's very slow, but you can actually see him lowering. And let me get zoomed in here on the crane arm. You can actually see the string working. So that is really cool that it does work. Alright, and here we have Hook right in regular crane mode, and let's go ahead and pull this off. You can transform him without taking it off. I just prefer to take it off, that way it's not in the way. And you got a little flat crane, which still has a lot of nice detail. You got the black here, the red for the lights, red plastic for the secondary cockpit for the crane. You got a nice silver paint all through there, red lights and tail light, you know, the turn signal lights. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and pull this apart, push these up, they're on a little slider, and just unfold them, and it's hard to do without long fingernails. There we go. You just want to split those apart. Then from here you want to split the rear and pull these down, and while you do that you want to rotate the shoulder, which is very difficult to do. There we go, just rotate it up, then bring it down. So rotate, bring down, straighten up the shoulders, and rotate these wheels to the side. As I was saying, this arm is a little bit loose, but let's go ahead and rotate the head around. And once again, I don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but only find out when it's in post. So this is, again, a really nice deep purple. Got a lot of nice silver paint in through here, some red right in there. So some silver on the knee, or on the thighs, a little bit of black and gray there, silver there. Really nice looking head sculpt, very much looks like Hook. And he still has that gorgeous light piping. Because again, most of the back of the head is light piping. And as far as the articulation goes, his head just rotates, it's on a swivel. Shoulders rotate about 180. And it is hindered by the giant blocky backpack. It does rotate at the bicep, bends 180 at the elbow due to the transformation, nothing at the wrist. Again, nice silver paint in there. No waist movement due to how he transforms. Let's zoom out here. He's got ratcheted hips that only go out to there because of the transformation. And one thing I forgot is you need to rotate these wheels out to the side to give him more of the regular robotic shape. He does rotate at the thigh, and one thing, this leg does not ratchet, it's stripped. So, and bends 90 degrees at the knee if you don't use the transformation joint. If you do, then you get really weird movement. So let's go ahead and get this guy into his combined mode. Blech. Then from here you want to rotate these little sections out. There we go. And just bend them in half. A little untab here, there's a little slot right there. And that just taps or slides together. This little section right here will go right between this little vent. So just like that. You want to flip over this little gray panel here. That will lock the two halves together. And you want to straighten up the head here. Plug it onto that tab. And there you've got the head. Let's go ahead and take this off because this isn't even supposed to be with this video yet. So there you've got the head of Hercules, aka Devastator. It is on a ball joint. And like most of the others, you can look straight up. But that's also the transformation. And really awesome light piping all throughout the back of his head. Again, literally the whole back of his head is light piping. And if you want to add the crane to him, you just need to rotate this. And this port will plug right into this large hole. And there you've got. So I usually don't take this off. The way I usually do it, I'll show it in the review of Hercules, but there you go. He is ready to combine with the rest of his buddies. So that pretty much does it for Dr. Crank or Hook from TFC Toys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, please check out the all the other videos that are coming out Like I said, this is the 4th, got 2 more to go, and then we'll do the combination video. Other than that, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out my Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter, all down in the description below. And if you haven't yet, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of Hook. And that pretty much does it. So, I'll see you guys all next time.